My name is Candace Thibeault, and I consider my art form contemporary art, but I typically paint in mostly acrylic. I can recall being about 7 years old and having the biggest Tupperware tub of crayons imaginable, and I think that's really where it all began. In middle school, I really started to take it more seriously. I think my teacher started to notice that I was taking it more seriously. I was never very good at sports. I have 2 left feet, so I think I was looking for something else, and I just sort of fell in love with art. Well, my intention really with the entire body of work that I have here at the airport is it's really about color. It's about nature. I oftentimes, if we're as a family walking into the woods or we're hiking, I always notice very small details that maybe other people might not notice, and I stop and look, and I'm kind of a sensory person, so I like to touch and feel, and I don't know, it's always been about color for me, so that's really my basis of inspiration, but a lot of it also is nature inspired. I'm 41, I'm not afraid to say my age, but when I was younger, I think I really had what I felt like was a well thought out plan for the next 20 years. And so I did have some goals in mind, finding openings, finding places to exhibit work, gaining exposure. But probably over the last 5 or 6 years, I had an art gallery in Boston for 11 years, and it was very fast paced, and I wasn't able to focus as much of my attention as I would have liked to on my fine art. So moving back here to South Carolina shifted things a little bit. And for me, it's not really about focusing what my goals are for the next 5 or 10 years, but really just doing things that I find fulfilling in the moment and hoping that that can sustain me. So I do paint full time, but I also teach almost full time in a private studio. So that's kind of what takes up all of my time. So the best way to find me is usually social media. So if you were to look on Instagram, my handle is Candace Thibeault Interiors, and then my website is www.candacethibeault.com, and that's the best way to find me.